In this video, we will discuss 5 things a narcissist does when they're alone. When we think of narcissists, we often imagine people who are outwardly self-confident, charismatic, and attention-seeking. However, this public facade masks an often hidden side. What do narcissists do when they are left alone on their own? How do they fill their supply tank? What activities do they indulge themselves into? Behind closed doors, when they believe no one is watching, narcissists exhibit a range of behaviors that starkly contrast with their public persona. Here are the 5 things a narcissist does when he or she is left alone on their own. Number 1. They'll jump into the sea of social media and try to hunt down a lot of supply. The moment they are left alone and see everybody is gone, they get excited. The excitement is all about the possibilities they are yet to explore. They will slide into DMs with random people, trying to be flirtatious or love bomb them. Maybe they might try to trade some pictures with them. Or they may leave comments on random people's posts, be it on Instagram or Facebook or wherever possible and whenever possible. They will very gladly do it. If a narcissist is not into looking for that kind of supply, then they will randomly argue with people for no reason whatsoever, because they love the hit they get from it. They can hook up with random people, call escorts and do all sorts of bizarre and unacceptable stuff. Stuff they won't do in your presence and can only do in isolation because they have to save their image. They have to make everybody think they are really pious, loyal, and an amazing person. Number 2, they'll start going through your stuff. They will start going through your stuff, breaking all the rules and breaching your privacy by searching your private journals. They want to know what you're all about, what you're writing about, and how you're feeling, so that they can use and weaponize that information to further abuse you. If they are still stealers, they will take away your money, and later, when you come back to all of that chaos, that mess, they'll gaslight you. They'll say, "Oh, you're making up things. It was like that. You never had that kind of money. What are you talking about?" They won't accept it. Going through your stuff is not only related to stealing, it's also about instilling fear, making you feel extremely vulnerable and unsafe in your own space so that you remain in a terrorized state and they can easily abuse you. Number 3, calling your friends and family and talking nonsense about you. They are really big gossipers. They know how to thrive off of it, how to feel the hit. The fact they can run away with it is their fuel. Who does that to their own partner, to their own child? But they will very openly talk crap about you to those they can target and bring to their side. It's all about gathering massive fuel. They can literally go from door to door, telling lies about you, smearing your name, and destroying your reputation. You might wonder, why? Because they are envious of all your achievements, of all your relationships. They're jealous of everything that you have and that they cannot take away from you. It is such a pathetic way of living, but that is what a narcissist's life is all about. They never spend that time exploring their own selves or their own hobbies. Their hobby is all about ruining other people's lives, since there is no depth, truth, or substance to their own. Number 4, they will seek their old sources of supply. If they do not find any new source of supply, or if it is too tiring to do that, they will seek their old sources of supply. Their exes who are still possibly trauma bonded to them. They call them, message them, and cry wolf. They stoop extremely low to gather supply. They can go out with a random stranger they do not know and have zero interest in knowing. But they might go out with them for dinner, if that means they will get a lot of supply, a lot of attention, and they will get to tell all the stories about their greatness or their victimhood if it is a covert, vulnerable narcissist. Number 5, they get drunk, use drugs, and visit adult websites. They feed their fantasies. That's why they cannot be intimate with you, because their fantasies of how physical intimacy should be are out of this world, based on pure imagination and nothing else. They feed their narcissistic false self, and it stimulates them mentally in a way that reality cannot, because they are disconnected from it. When they are present in reality with you, they run away from everything since they don't want to feel vulnerable. Looking at a screen and looking at random people does not require them to be vulnerable, so that's exciting for them. They get heavily drunk and/or high and call you to tell you all the bizarre things. When they are left on their own, the tendency is to get in touch with that shame, with that insecurity of theirs. They cannot sit in their own shade, they run away from their shadow, and their shadow is really dark and dense. Their life is all about pretending to be somebody or something that they are not, which is where that extreme self-hatred comes from. Even though they may seem to be the most self-loving, it is the opposite. It's rooted in self-hatred, which is what they take out on you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to kNOw Silence for more interesting videos.